an old school on.
Chopping it up with the HuHmies.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yo. What up?
Oh. Bruh, I know we talked about that flat earth stuff right last time. But did the day of the wedding, me and Swift was sitting in the living room watching Beyond the Curve. You seen it?
Uh-uh.
I had to find it on Amazon. It's pretty hidden, but I had heard about it. It's supposed to be like, I guess it's like a flat earth documentary. And I don't know who did it, because it kind of seemed like it was like trying to clown them a little. But then again, they're a little, I ain't gonna say they are, but they sound a little kooky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was this dude, Mike Sargent. Is his name Mike Sargent? It's something Sargent, I think is his last name. Something like that. And then this chick. And if I'm being honest, bro, I feel like they're just toying with people, making money off of it. You know what I mean? Like a novelty kind of thing. Because they done got this other dude in there. And look, they're saying that, I don't know if you've heard this before, so I might be upping you on some flat earth game, okay? First of all, this is their symbol. When they see each other, they throw up the flat. I swear.
It's a gang?
Yeah, bro. It's like gang, bro. Like flat earth.
Flat earth gang.
Okay. And what they think, though, what they say is, like, this dude is making models of these, okay? And they say, like, we're in a bubble. And they're saying it's flat. It's flat surface, but it's round. And it's like a glacier. It's an ice wall going around the whole thing. Just an ice wall around the whole thing. And first of all, I'm like, bro, why is it an ice wall? Like, what's keeping the ice wall cold? What are we sitting on? They ain't even say we're in space. We're just a stationary flat circle.
I mean, that would work. That's a good idea, but it's only like ice in the north and in the south.
Well, that's what I said. And my first thing was, well, bro, I could see on the ocean where you could get to that, so go out there. I was like, there's so many of y'all. If everybody donated $1 or $10, you know what I mean? You could take a boat out there and find out and prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. But look, here's the other thing. They got this thing, and they're saying like the sun is on this thing, and it's like, and the moon too, and it's like going in. It's like in a carousel. It's like this in the air, bro, just spinning around, and I was just like, dude, and it's like people. I don't know how many people actually believe that model is somewhat of what it is, but not only that, I'm like, dude, how far-fetched is that anyway? That I think you give humans too much credit to be like, we made this massive flat circle, you know what I mean, and this massive ice wall that goes all the way around it, filled it up with all this water, It's real, and then the government is the one, with their chemtrails that make it rain. Man, I ain't gonna lie, they probably can control some weather stuff.
I know.
I ain't gonna say like control, but I like motivate, kind of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you could put some chemicals together and make some things happen.
Yeah. It's Illuminati, bro.
I don't know about the tornadoes, though.
It's Illuminati.
I don't know. I don't know enough about Illuminati. You feel me? Where's Tupac when you need him?
I know. He's in Cuba.
Yeah, he's hiding. But I thought that was pretty interesting, man. You should check it out. It's called Beyond the Curve. Y'all should check it out. Just
after the wedding, you had fell asleep, and we got into talking about it.
Y'all talking about the flat Earth?
Yeah.
Oh man, I heard y'all talking about something that interests me, and I felt like talking about it, but man, my throat was jacked up. I was like, man, I can't do it.
And then, was it your cousin?
The big dude?
No, that's your brother.
Yeah, it's my brother.
No, yeah.
Oh, Tyler was out there. That's my cousin. He's pretty tall too for a kid. No, I don't think he was out there.
No.
No, the dude,
The one who married you last time.
Yeah. He's that's
Liz and
Jay.
Liz and
Yeah,
Gallenberg.
he's like my uncle. His wife is my aunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were showing Swift pictures of bears, man. And he was like, "Is that a real bear?"
Yeah.
It's like I've never even seen one.
Nah, man, he trips off of just riding through the hills.
Yeah.
Like we'll ride down the road and it's like a ditch on the side, and he's like, "Oh man, this is crazy." We're like up in the air. I'm like, dude, if you went to Gatlinburg, you feel me? You just getting there, riding the interstate, you know? Like, come on.
That's funny.
So there's some new info though out there for the flat Earth. Anybody who wants to give some input on that. I thought that model was interesting.
The Biodome, you remember that movie?
I do remember it a little bit. Pauly Shore. Was it Pauly Shore?
I don't know.
I think it was Pauly Shore.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I was thinking, oh yeah, maybe.
If it ain't him, it's somebody that's like an actor that's similar to him or something.
Some of them movies, man, were pretty good.
They were cool. You ever seen Idiocracy?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Well, you know Owen Wilson, the actor.
Yeah.
He got a brother named Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson. He's an actor too. He's in it, and it's like him, and I think it's Eva Longoria, maybe, or some other chick. But it's they go on this experiment. They were like, I guess they were kind of poor or something, and they wanted some money. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was just an experiment. But they go on this experiment where they're going to freeze them, you know, and they bring them back later.
About Encino Man.
Yeah. Well, they bring these people back though. Like, well, they wake up like way later, and the world's like just so dumb that people are suggesting like they can't grow crops. They don't know how to grow crops anymore. And so people think that because you drink Gatorade, which ain't Gatorade in the movie or something else, you know. But they think because you drink Gatorade and it's like good for sports and athletics, that they think that is good for plants. So that's how dumb the world is. And some regular dude takes over. And it's like, I look at it and I go, dang, that could be like what's going on for real. Like people are telling the future.
Yeah, it could be.
I remember Encino Man, but I don't remember exactly like the plot and everything. That was for sure Pauly Shore. I think both the movies you talk about. Download Pauly Shore fan.
Pauly Shore.
I think it is anyway.
Oh man.
Let's see. Let's find out so we know for sure. Encino Man, 1992 film.
1992.
1992.
It's 30 years.
It is Pauly Shore. Yep.
Another guy, Brandon something, right?
Yeah, some other dude. I think it's that dude that was like in the Goonies and stuff. I don't remember his name.
In the Mummy movies?
Oh, yeah, it is. Nah, yeah, it's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that guy. I watched another movie with him the other day. It was a weird movie too, man.
92?
Yeah, 1992. What was that other one you said?
Biodome.
That's gonna definition is gonna pop up. Ain't gonna be the movie. Yep, that's Pauly Shore too. I swear, 96.
Yeah. What about Ernest? Ernest Goes to Jail.
Oh man, all the little Ernest movies was hitting. Ernest Goes to the Army.
Man, it's like, you know, so of course you got married, right?
Yeah.
I was like, man, Derek wasn't looking too hot. I was like, we was about to do Weekend at Bernie's for this wedding.
Yeah.
Like, Jenny wasn't letting you go, right? And I'm like explaining it to the kids. I'm telling Tristan, and he's just looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm like, you've never seen it? He's like, no, I don't even never even heard of it. But it had came on the other day, and I was like, dude, this is so funny.
Oh, Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. I know, it's funny. It's like that movie was like just a known, like it was just a fact. It almost like it was real life, like a true story. You know what I mean? I can't remember what happened to him at the end, and then they had Weekend at Bernie's too.
Yeah, I just seen part, like it was a little part of it, and I was just like, these dudes was running around with their legs tied to this guy like he was alive.
Just because they needed that promotion. It was some deal they was working on, and they just needed him to make it through the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, and get back to the office, let this deal go through.
Sorry.
And it was messed up because he would just like move to the music. Like if music came on, he went to moving by himself. Remember?
I don't even remember what it was about myself.
Yeah, they was trying to work a deal. They had a deal going on. There was like some nobodies at the company. He ran the company, and he just, didn't pay him no attention. And then something happened. They spotted something, and like something flaw in the account. It might have been on purpose, but anyway, he calls him out there to his beach house. They show up, and he's just out of it, like it's like some heroin or something. But I think somebody did it to him.
Yeah,
because
somebody was trying to kill them too.
Yeah, they was trying to, because they were like, how is this dude still alive? And then I think they find out it's them. Yeah. But it was crazy because the music would come on, and even though he was dead, he started bouncing around. That's why they called the Bernie Man.
I got some bad news, though. You know how we wanted to go to the Titans practice?
Yeah, what about it?
They had 2 of them open, but you had to buy tickets for them, and they were sold out.
Oh. That's the only ones that they're gonna have. How much was the tickets?
I don't know. I didn't find out about it till they were already sold out.
Dang.
But so where they normally have it, they added onto the practice facility. So it's gonna be like a inside thing.
All right, so check this out. They was gonna have
food and all kinds of stuff.
Check this out. Ain't they doing a new stadium?
Yeah, they're going to. I don't know if the deal's done yet, but yeah.
I hope they fix the road. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm looking at 40 and 24, and I'm going.
I don't know where they're going to put it at yet.
It got to be where that metal place is at.
Yeah.
I mean, that place has been there forever, but.
What they'll do is they'll build it there, and then when it opens, they'll tear the other one down.
Dang, just tear it down.
Just blow it up.
Man, that seems sad.
Mm-hmm. But I think the reason they want to build a new one is because that one's like solid concrete, and it's against codes now or something.
Yeah, that's the excuse they use.
But
they just want to get that. But then they just want to get that retractable roof.
But then they're talking about making it smaller, but more luxury. Like not as many seats, but it's going to be more luxury.
Probably be better off that way, and then charge a little more for the tickets, like basically equal the same amount, because less people want to, But
I think they said 20.
You know what I think would be smart? Do it luxury like that, right?
Yeah.
A little more luxurious, whatever. But then throw one section of nosebleeds though. Right. One big strip. You know what I mean? Just for the people that, you know what I mean?
You got to. But yeah, it's going to, I think they said 2025.
Bro, I would make them all like the inside stuff. You know how they got the, you ever been in one of the
But by then we'll just have their Oculus goggles on and we'll like be.
No. All right, look.
We'll be like, Henry, you up? And he just like grabs his helmet and smacks you on the ass as he walks by and shit. You're like,
right there. All right, look, check it out. But look, check it out. Have you been in one of the boxes?
Mm.
All right, that's what they should do. They ain't gotta necessarily make it like the boxes. They could make the boxes, but not with the kitchen and the bathroom and all that. Just have it with rows of seats because it's got like 2 little rows of seats down at the bottom anyway, and it's in the glass.
Yeah, I mean I've seen them, but
and the glass moves back. And so anyway, they if they just did like 2 whole big sections right through the middle that was all like that, where it was inside. Who else does that? That'd be fire. You know, and then still have your, you know, the boxes like they are now, like the real nice ones. They got a little kitchen in there. They got a little bathroom.
When I was gonna get PSLs, and
I got an even better idea. Make them where they can be hotel rooms all through the middle, where it comes out over the game. So that way, even when it's not in season, people just come. You still making money.
Oh, that's gonna be. I don't know, the little thing they did with the little mock-up is going to be crazy.
Look, man, and then look, they can have like little towers, like 3 towers that coming out each side. You know what I'm saying? Like
you
one
just
in
watch
the
the game from the roof.
But I'm just saying that could be hotel. Like you have like 5, 6 floors. You know what I'm saying? Like on top of the thing, 3 of them on each side that are and you can wash them up or whatever. But I'm just saying like that's the hotel.
I'm probably going to.
That'd be fire right there, bro. You roll up downtown, see like a giant futuristic castle looking stadium.
Yeah.
It'd be dope.
Yeah. So what up, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. Just came back from Asheville, North Carolina.
How was that?
Oh, man. It was great. But it's some, I don't know, man, some slowness in the air there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some mountain people.
Oh, I know, man. I didn't realize, like, that, like, is it like they don't, maybe they're just like,
it's like
on a slower time.
Yeah.
So it like takes a minute to like figure things out.
Yeah.
Or they just taking their time to figure it out.
I don't know. I mean, it's not as fast paced as it is here.
That's what I was noticing. I was like, man, I bet if I went to New York, they'd probably look at me like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like that.
You know, because I was like, bro, I was talking to people.
They'll definitely say your country.
Yeah, and I was talking to the people, and I was like, do you not understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, what's going on? It was deer in the headlights trying to order Oreo McFlurry. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, man, I want to get an Oreo McFlurry. And it turned into like a 10-minute situation with 3 different people, including the manager, assistant manager, and the girl working the register.
They didn't know what a McFlurry was.
Bro, I don't know. They just couldn't figure it out. They didn't know if I don't know if they may have not been used to the ice cream machine working. You know what I mean? And it was working, so they were confused. But it was like, I kind of had to walk them through it. You know what I mean? Like, I had to come up there and be like, all right, you give me that now. You know, you know? It was strange, man. And I was just, and then I went over to another place, and it was kind of like that. And I was just like, but it was only at places like that. Like, we went to the Biltmore. It was cool. The hotel we was at was the Grand Bohemian. I was going to tell y'all that, man, if y'all ever decide, like, you know, like anniversary, whatever, you want to go on a little trip, it's a cool spot. Y'all could go there, stay at that hotel, Grand Bohemian.
Yeah.
But if you go to get like a spa day, bro, they got one there. They got one at this other place. I want to say it's the Omni. Maybe that's here. Maybe I'm thinking Grove Park. Something like that there. Mm-hmm. All right. Super expensive. But, bro, you just go to this other place called Shoji. Shoji. Bro, it was fire. It was like you had to ride all the way up this mountain. Mm-hmm. Get up there. And it's kind of like Japanese style. You got like these little like huts. And when we went to ours, like we did like a whole like 3.5 hour thing. And we took off to go. The first thing was an hour in the hot tub. You go down there, you walk down this little mountain, curve through, like some stuff had like a little trickling waterfall and everything. Mm. Go in there, shut the door. We brought a bottle of champagne, you know, and it's like it's covered around. It just looks out one side, like down the mountain and over other mountains. So that was dope. Do that for an hour, you know what I'm saying? Come up, do an 1.5 hour massages. And then went down to this room for like an hour where you lay like on a heated like bed. It's got the little, you know, the little massagers and a weighted blanket. And you can put on like music or meditation stuff. And man, it was dope. I mean, you come out there like it's floating. You're like, shoot, I'm good. Ain't no worries, no problems. Like, yeah. And it was dope. So anyway, that's a suggestion. Shoji Spa. I'm giving them a shout out. And so everything was cool. And like when we went to the restaurant, my point was when we went to places like that, it seemed like people were intelligent and up to speed. But when you went to like a normal, like you McDonald's, ran over to Hardee's real quick one time, ran to the gas station one time, went to a little Mexican restaurant one time, all those like normal places you would find anywhere, it was just like these people were lost. They didn't know what was going on, man. I don't even know how the restaurants were open. Just to be honest. And I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know. I can't help it. I just noticed these things. And I'm like, yo, what's going on?
Well, it's like, man, I was up at my dad's for 18 days or something. We were up there visiting. And when I came back home, everybody sounded country.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
I feel you.
Like, I went to work and I was just like, y'all are country as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's why they think I'm country when I go up there. Yeah. Oh, you're from Tennessee? And I was like, you really sound like that to them, though.
Well, see, this is the thing, too, that made me see. This is the crazy thing about Asheville. A little history lesson real quick, because we also went on a haunted ghost tour.
Yeah.
You know, which was cool. You go down there and you walk through it, and this guy's giving you, like, history on places and, you know, supposed places where people say they seen ghosts, too. So, anyway, the whole reason this place used to be called Moorestown. All right? George Vanderbilt makes a bunch of money. I think he was like, his family was in stocks and stuff, and his people already had money. But then they do something like develop the railroad, or they work with the people that develop the railroad, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm not a scholar. All right, so anyway, he comes to Moorestown. I don't know where they got the name Asheville, I forget, but they done changed the whole name of the town. Just took over. Now it's Asheville. And builds the what they call the world's last castle. You know what I mean? Because he built it like a castle, got gargoyles on the edge, and literally made a downtown that's like New York-esque. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because like, I haven't been to New York, but that's what they say. Like, you know what I mean? This is like shops. The way it's designed is like some New York type stuff. Old school, the architecture stuff, you know, like the windows are like stone and they got like little faces and dragons and yeah. It's pretty cool. But it's just strange that this whole town's economy revolves around one rich guy or one rich family moving here, or they didn't even really move there. That was going to be their country home. This house is crazy, bro. He built this house like, look, bro, his room is so big that his bedroom, when you walked in the bedroom, the bed looked tiny, and it's like a normal size bed. I don't know if it was a full or a king or whatnot, but I'm talking about, it looked like a little doll bed. You're looking going, that can't be right. But like, you're listening to this thing that's telling you about everything. It's wild. It's really cool. You would y'all would enjoy it. You know what I mean? Walk around there and get the history. And they got like beautiful garden outside, and it looks over this these mountains where it's like, I mean, there ain't many places you can go and see it like that. Mm-hmm. You know? So it's really dope. But this town, their whole economy is off of some rich people coming, or wealthy people coming and building a gigantic mansion, and now people go there and visit the mansion. And he brought the town there and the business and everything, like built it up. So it's like a weird breed of mountain people. And I'm not making fun of mountain people, you know what I'm saying? I swear I'm not. I'm just saying I get it, because look, we like here, look, this used to be a smaller place, but we've like grown over time, Nashville has, and we've kind of adapted to that bigger city as it's grown. They're still smaller and are still more connected to that old school. Like, it was kind of creepy, because it was like the pictures and stories that you've seen in there. These people are dead. They're gone. This was like 1895, 1900. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of weird. And we're here visiting, you know, learning about these people, looking. I mean, it was some strange stuff. I mean, there was like slavery stuff, you know what I mean? And it was very strange, made me feel weird. And then, but it was still cool to learn some stuff. Yeah. And the town's kind of weird. But this is the other thing I noticed. Where is it at? Asheville, North Carolina. This is the other thing. Oh, dang, now I forgot. Oh yeah. Okay, we were saying their economy was off that thing. Ah, dang it, it escaped me. Asheville, North Carolina.
And the mountain people are slow.
Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't about them being slow. That's funny. No, I noticed something. You ever like see people working construction? Like you go out and about and you see people here that you can tell that they work construction.
Yeah.
Bro, everybody I seen that you could tell like just worked like business like that, it wasn't the same dirtiness. They were dusty. I was like, what did they do here? They must be like mining or something because everybody's dusty. Like every person I seen that looked like a worker with like boots, jeans on, whatnot, you could tell they just come from work. They looked dusty. They weren't just dirty, they looked dusty. And it was something different. It was
now they're slow and dusty.
They were slow and dusty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. There were smart, intelligent people in Asheville, North Carolina, but there was a lot of slow and dusty people as
like
well.
the flies and maggots.
Yeah. Nah, man. I just think it's because they're closer connected to their history. Like the town hasn't grown quite as much. You feel me?
Yeah, baby.
So it's like, and dude, they got this super nice school. Like if you see like the middle school or high school, like you ride by, like it's the public school, and I mean it looks like a private school here. We rode by it and it's like, and I was just wondering, I'm like, they got this really nice school, but it's like, does anybody go there? I'm sorry, man. Asheville, North Carolina, man. Y'all good people, man. Everybody was nice. I will say that. It just,
just not up to speed.
Yeah, and I was only there for a week, so what do I know? You know what I mean? And I'm like a tourist, touring around. But it was a little different though. I was like, I enjoyed it though. I'd go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to McDonald's or Hardee's. I wouldn't go back there. I'd go to a regular.
Man, they got this castle. They got this castle place in Kentucky somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not the same though. This ain't like this. I've seen that. I haven't been inside, but just looking at it from the outside, it ain't like this.
Ain't like that.
Yeah, this is like for real, like some England castle type stuff. That one up there look like they built it out of Bricko blocks.
Yeah.
They
built it after the fact.
Yeah. This is like legit. Like, I mean, this dude spent some money, bro, buying up all this property that had this land. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I can't even explain it to you. Like, you probably know because you've been to Montana. Mm-hmm. But it's like when you're on a mountain here and you look down, like how you can see the grass and trees going, and then you look across and you can see like 7 other ginormous mountaintops. Mm-hmm. Like how you said when you were there, how you look over it looks like it's right there, but it would take you forever to get there. Yeah. You know what I mean? You see it like that in this spot where he's at. And then supposedly when he first got the spot, he for his bride, he was building it beforehand, and then he met this woman, asked her to marry him, got married, something like that. When he brought her there, he had his people go on each of these mountaintops and like light these big fires, and brought her like out on like the, I don't know, veranda or whatever you want to call it, and come outside. Sounds good. Yeah. So it brings her out on the veranda and looks over the mountainscape. And there's like these big fires, and he's just like, "This is all yours," So it was some baller stuff. It's a cool story and everything. They were obviously balling out of control, and I think they brought the railroad down there to Asheville, aka Moorestown. You know what I mean? Sorry to whoever's from Moorestown. They came down there and took over your town, renamed it.
Did they call it Asheville because he lit all those fires?
I have no idea, and it's spelled with an E, ASHE. I have no idea. The story is wild. The place is super nice.
I guess Asheville because he burnt all the fires and wherever the ashes landed.
Man, he had this dude, man. It was he really respected him because he had like paintings of him and everything. The guy that like they call it like a garden architect type of thing, He designed all this, not like your basic stuff, you know what I mean? Like he designed stuff where it's like bamboo. It almost looks like jungle, but like he designed the jungle. It's supposed to be like kind of psychological, like put you in a mindset as you approach the property and come through it.
Wow.
And then you get up there and like it's these gardens. It's beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. It's really cool. Never seen anything like it, and it's one of those things too that's like it's something that takes time. It's not something you could just throw together, you know? Like it took a long time for somebody to create that, envision it, come up and make it happen. So it's really cool for that reason. It's a piece of artwork. You go inside, man, it's wild. I mean, he got 2 pool tables. One of them ain't even got pockets on it. And it's for some type of practicing game or something. I don't know. Something like they were serious about poker. I mean, about pool. They was sitting there smoking cigars, and they had string hanging across the room where like with the little piece where you keeping score on playing pool, and they're like betting money. Dude, the dining room, it was so big. It was like a 30-man table, and they would have people in there like playing instruments. It had 3 gigantic fireplaces on the back. You know, because when this first I think they had electricity then, but they didn't have air conditioning. You know, and heat. So, you know, I had to think about that. Dude, you go out in the basement, they had a pool in the basement. A gigantic, like 13 foot on one side deep, you know. Now, though, it leaks. They can't even fill it up with water. They had rented it out like 10, 15 years ago, something like that. And somebody tried to fill the pool up, and they did, swam in and went to sleep. Next day, it was leaked all into something. I forget what they said.
They didn't fix that.
It'd be cool, but I mean, I guess it would be such a massive take, and they want to keep it like, you know, original stuff. I mean, it had cool stuff like, dude, they was so about knowledge. They had a library, like legit. The library was big as the house. You know, like this house right here. That was the library, the size of this house. You know what I mean? You know, big ass library, books everywhere, big fireplace in there. Had a second floor to it, with like a little walk around with more books. And then look, on the back side of that was like a secret stairway that went up one floor to the connected directly to the guest rooms. So if they wanted to get a book at night to go to bed, they could just walk right down this little secret passageway from their room, grab a book, and go back up to bed. You know what I'm saying? They was for real about the books, man. And
I don't even read.
That's what I'm saying. It was wild, bro. It was cool, man. It was cool. I would check it out. There's definitely some good history there, and just and show you how, man, money has shaped the country.
Yeah,
you know?
Slow and Dusties.
The Slow and Dusties. Hey. It is what it is, man. You know, hey, ain't nothing wrong with taking your time and being a little dirty, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just, like I said, I feel like it's because they're a little closer related. They're a little closer to their history, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as long ago. So.
Like, eventually, that's what they're going to do to Broadway.
Oh, you know, some cool stuff happened there, too, man. There was, like, some little war that was going on. I can't remember what war it was. I shouldn't say little war. But there was some war that was being fought, or a battle that was being fought, and they had like these rare paintings, and they hid them at the Biltmore. Like that was like part of the story. Like they bought a bunch of these because like the thing wasn't finished right away. Like when they first got done, there were certain rooms that was like so much work left to be done, and so those certain rooms were just there being worked on behind the scenes a little bit. And so they took all these paintings, like hid them in this room. You know, man, he had secret passageway doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I swear. It was like you could be in here and then all of a sudden be like, just disappear off into the other side of the house and escape.
I want to do that.
Yeah, this was before cars.
Yeah.
You know, so it was it was like right at the dawn of right before the cars were popping out too. Like you think 1900, like 1914 was like the Model T, and you know there was like a few like right before that they was getting. That's like when they were actually released. You know what I mean, like to the public. So, you know, rich people were back. You know, just like I'm sure now, like you get early access to stuff like that.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like you know somebody's inventing something, they want you to try it out. Cool stuff though, man. History Channel. Yeah, and I don't think the Earth is flat.
No. History.
I gotta come back to that. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I'd like to have somebody. Come on, man. Like if there's any flat earthers out there, not no crazies either, man. Somebody like with some intelligence.
And bring your model.
Yeah, I mean whatever. And don't get mad. I'm not even here to get mad with you either. I just want to talk about things logically. Is all I want to do. I just want to be like, all right, man. Let's talk about this and let's discuss what it means and the purpose behind it as well. You know, it's just. I would like to do that. Please, somebody.
You can't
that sergeant guy. Yeah. If somebody knows who that guy is, send it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even looking for publicity. I'd like to just talk to him. We can talk privately if he's scared to come on here. Bro, listen, this is how messed up they are, though. There's this other guy. I can't remember his name. He's like an artist or something, I think. And he was like, he's supposedly the original flat earther, okay? And so when this dude, Mike Sargent, started popping off, and I don't even think this dude, Mike Sargent, was trying to pop off. I think he just kind of like stumbled into it. He said he was reading some books and he read a certain book, got him thinking like, man, maybe the world is flat, you know? And so he kind of went on that and got online, started talking, and it kind of just organically blew up. Well, this other dude is a straight hater. I don't even see how anybody follows this other dude. This dude literally is on videos like the other guy, Mike Sargent and them or whatever. I don't even know if that's his name. They're having they're having a meeting. They're having like a meeting, like a flat Earth meeting, like a convention or something, right?
A flat Earth convention.
Yeah, they be having conventions, bro.
We should go to one.
I know that would be great. Walk up and just be imposters, be like, "What's up, gang, gang." All right, but look, man, this other dude's so hating, bro. Like he's on YouTube videos, like going, "I invented flat Earth." He literally says he invented flat Earth. So I'm like, "Oh, hold up." So the Earth is only what 33 years old, 37 years old. Is that what you're saying? Because you invented it.
He made it flat.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, and he's just straight hating on these people. He's like, if you go, then you're not a real believer type thing, you know? And I'm like, don't you think that they would come together? Like, why is this dude so mad about their success? They're saying the earth is flat. Even if you believe something different about the earth being flat, if they say it's like this ice thing and you say it's not the ice wall, you know what I mean? Don't you think y'all would just still come together, discuss it, you know, discuss the philosophy behind thinking the earth is flat, you know? But instead, they're like going at each other, gang, gang, bro. You know, the other dude don't throw this up. He don't throw this up, man. Look, he does it like this. He does it like this. Yeah, the earth is sideways, y'all. It's flat, but it's sideways. Oh, yeah, you should watch it, man. Beyond the Curve is what it's called. It's on Prime Video. But
I ain't got nothing else to do today.
I thought it was silly. You know, I watched it because I wanted to see what their point was. I wanted to see like what information they was coming with to back it up. But the whole thing turns into like it's almost like they're all from Asheville, North Carolina. No, they're not. I'm just saying it's almost like that though. It turns out like you're going, hold on, bro. I think you got a couple screws loose. Like you just leaving out information, you know, like if it's like it's a information or confirmation bias thing for them, you know, like certain information comes through and they're just like, well, I just don't believe it, type of thing, you know. And it's you know, you got to do experiments and figure it out. You can't make
people believe something they don't want to believe.
Oh, no, I don't even want to make them believe it. I just want to understand how they came to this conclusion of the earth being flat and then how you argue other science that says differently. And, you know.
Maybe they don't like sci-fi movies.
Well, this is the thing. They try to be like, oh, well, you know, them people lied about this. They faked the moon landing. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Or they lied about this part, lied about that. I'm like, I get you. But have you ever looked into a telescope? How you gonna fake that? Get your own telescope. Go somewhere where they got one. Look in a telescope, bro. And then tell me the earth is flat. You feel me? Look at another planet. Look at the other planets out there through a telescope. And I've only seen them on a very small scale. Look at a big one and go check it out, and then tell me it's flat. It just don't make sense. And that's my point. Is I want to understand, like, you have to combat information with information. You can't just have an idea. If you have an idea, it could be a ridiculous idea. Mm-hmm. You have to have information to back it up, to support it. That's just all there is to it. If you have a business idea, that doesn't mean it's a good business idea. It could flop. You could lose money. Mm-hmm. So you got to fight it with information. These people are not fighting it with information. They're just
flat.
Bro, they tried. I mean, the stuff that they say just sounds ridiculous. Like, oh, well, this certain distance, it should definitely be a curve, or you shouldn't be able to see this or something. I'm like, why? Where did that come from? Who made that number up of at a certain distance you can't see anymore? You know what I mean? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, they're like,
it's really just somebody thinking, though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm okay with it. I'm like, think outside the box. I think that's fine, because, like, what if it was flat? Let's say it was flat. I'm trying to understand. I'm like, what is the deal with the wall, the ice wall?
It's like even when we were in Montana, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh man, let's go over there. I want to see what's on the other side of that hill. And they're like, we're not going over there. I'm like, why not? It's right there. They're like, no, that's like 10, 15 miles away.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I see 10, 15 miles away? It's just so
That's
flat.
what I'm saying. And these
there's
flat earthers.
There's no trees blocking your view. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And these flat earthers, bro, they just, they would be like, oh man, if it's round, you shouldn't even be able to see over there. Yeah. Type of thing. I'm like, who says? Like, I mean, that's my other thing too, is they talk about that, and I'm going, well, don't you understand, just because you're right here and you're looking over here, this doesn't have to be flat. Even if the entire earth was flat, there's mountains and stuff, obviously. That's not an illusion. You know what I'm saying? So you could be standing up here, then you're going to be able to see further this way.
Like,
or if this is up here, you're going to be able to see it because it's up in the air. There's elevation that's at play, too. It's not just a flat surface.
I mean, even when you get in a plane, it's flat down there.
I'm with you, bro. And they try to be like, oh, well, how are we moving this fast? And it's like, dude, a guy says it in the show, too. Very simple. If I'm driving in a vehicle doing 100 and I throw a ball up in the air, it lands back in my hand. It doesn't go flying out the back window. You know what I mean? We're asphyxiated to the gravity of the place. Some of them don't believe in gravity. They think it's make believe. I'm like, bro, we'll fly away. I know we can't see gravity. And it's just a word that we've agreed to use for something we don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay? But it definitely exists. You know what I mean? We are stuck to the ground. You know what I mean? Things are being pulled towards the earth. If you jump up, you don't stay there.
Yeah.
You come back down. Even though we can't explain it, doesn't mean it's not real. You can't see the wind, but you feel it. So
let's see if I can get you on PBS. I'm gonna get you on Rating Rainbow.
Look, all we gotta do is record enough episodes, man. We can get on Channel 19 on My TV.
Yeah.
Let's get on My TV, bro. We'll be on My TV real quick. We'll just that's what we should turn it into. You know what I mean? Like, or we can have a segment, man. Where people can, they can argue with me their philosophy on something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's debate the philosophy, just like people who don't believe in God. Like, let's talk about it. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, let's discuss it instead of just sticking in your bubble. Because that's what I want to do. I want to talk about it. I want to push the boundaries and find out. That's how we learn things. And like, even me, if I push somebody, I could believe something. I can't think of nothing right now, but I could believe something and be sitting there talking and going, nah, bro, I'm telling you. and the right thing gets said or something that clicks in my head, and I go, oh, hold up. That makes sense. I'm wrong. The way I was thinking was wrong, and that actually makes sense now. And now I get it. But I wouldn't get that if I wasn't debating that with somebody. I would just sit there thinking I was right the other way.
Yeah.
So
think what you think.
Yeah. You can't help that. You have your experiences. You see something a certain way. You think, oh, yeah, man, that's the way they did. I mean, think about this. Some people are colorblind. You know? So
they don't see it either.
Exactly. And so that means that our color, like just because we look up here and we see this as like a greenish, yellow, and blue, right? The shade of it and everything could be a little different between just us two people. We don't know. You know what I mean? But our perception of it, you know what I mean? You got glasses on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just different. And so that's what was my point, with somebody being colorblind, just going to see black and white and gray. And so their perception is going to be, you know.
So the flat earthers can't see. So not only are they dumb, they blind. Dumb and blind. We got the
they are the blind leading the blind. Because I ain't seen one with any good information about the earth being flat.
Oh.
Now, I haven't heard the first good argument. The ice wall is completely ridiculous. You're going to have to explain that to me. Because that's my viewpoint right now. I'm willing to listen, but I think it's ridiculous. The sun and moon on this thing, that's, come on, man. I mean,
who's spinning it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm saying you're giving them too much credit. Like, they couldn't get to the moon, but they built this elaborate big surface and got an ice wall going all the way around it. Who knows how they keep it cold? And then they got this big ball that's a light that they built, this massive thing that they never have to do maintenance on. You know, cause, they never have to do maintenance on it. Otherwise, you'd catch somebody up there. Maybe that's the UFO sightings. It's people doing maintenance on the, I mean, on the spinning ball. That's what it is. Those are just maintenance workers, guys. Don't worry about it. Not UFOs.
That's why they're so dusty.
Or UAPs. That's why they're so dusty. They're always up in the clouds, man. All our pollution, But let me know what it is, man. If you have any crazy beliefs like that, I'd love to know about them. I shouldn't say crazy beliefs. To me, I believe they are a little crazy. I like to lean towards logical explanations, for things. Even though some things, man, when you talk about God, they don't seem logical. But there's a fine line between logical as far as our understanding and logical from outside of our understanding. Because think about it. You can't fathom somebody or an entity creating the universe. You feel me? Like, where does that power come from? You know what I mean? Like, that's hard to understand. So to try to think about that logically is like, it's the same thing as trying to think of it.
And either you believe in God or you believe in what they teach in school, the Big Bang Theory. Just all of a sudden, there was an explosion.
Well, to me, man, I think it's one and the same. I think like that Big Bang is as far back as our logic is going to take us, because that's when God went. When whatever he did, I'm not saying he snapped, but I'm just saying whatever he did that spoke life, that came the creation, like that's when it happened. To me, that just logically makes more sense than there was just space. Infinite space was here, then there was an infinitesimal a singularity that just was there. We don't know how it got there or why it got there. It was just there. And it just eventually had so much energy combined into it. It was like, I can't take it anymore. I got to explode. And then it exploded, and all the materials for life was in it. Like, I think like hydrogen and, things like that. All that stuff was in there. And these other things run into each other. These other atoms and molecules and particles and whatnot run into each other and create other things.
Yeah.
Just like computer ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Like computer code is just ones and zeros. And I'm like, we are in a simulation. It's God's simulation.
Yeah.
He made it. That's my thing too, man, because I'm like, bro, it's another thing. If people believe in a simulation, it's like, yeah, it is a simulation. Anything, if you're inside of a world that you did not create, you are inside that simulation. You know what I mean? This is what God made for us. How about we enjoy it? And I like science, looking into the, trying to look into the past and look at stuff. I'm interested to know what they find. But I also have, look, this could be a lead up for the next podcast. Because I have a certain belief where I'm like, okay, aliens, UFOs could be real. They say, the universe is so big that the possibilities are.
It's the Anunnaki.
Well, whatever, but, whatever they're called. But I also have another belief where I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that's why, God just has all that out there for us to just continue searching. But we're not going to find anything because that's how perfect things had to be for life to exist here. Mm-hmm. Like even the scientists will tell you like, man, one little thing was off along the way. Mm-hmm. Few atoms, few molecules. We're not here. Or maybe we just look different. Maybe we're like monsters or something. You know what I mean? Maybe we're dinosaurs still. Who knows? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, so I kind of lean both ways. I'm like, man, it could be aliens, but also it's like, maybe we're just going to keep looking and never find life anywhere else. Besides like molecular.
Yeah.
That's it. But man, there we go, man. Science. It was the Science Channel show today.
Yeah, Science and History.
Yeah, History Channel. It was a National History Science Channel.
No.
Yeah, National Geoscience.
All right, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Got it off my chest.